All right, welcome to the next fitness show. All right, my name is Alexis Craig, and you are here for my very first show doing this whole thing all by myself. So, thank you for being here. We're gonna have lots of fun. We have a great show for you today, and yeah, so just to give you a little bit of what's coming up, today we are going to talk a little bit about this June month of feeling beautiful in your skin. We have a mailbag question. We have a move of the week. We have a stretch of the week. And I have some really exciting announcements for you that you're going to want to stay tuned for. Plus, we're going to talk about a really potent food today that I want to make sure is in your awareness. All right, the chat is already popping off. Awesome. Welcome. Erin saying hello. Megan saying hello. Daniela says hello. Lisa B says hello. All right, awesome. Okay, for anybody who is not already part of the Next Fitness Thing community, I just want to make sure you know how to find us. So you can find us at thenextfitnessthing.com. You can go on Facebook and search The Next Fitness Thing. We have a Facebook group. We have a Facebook page. You can also go on pretty much every social and find us at The Next Fitness Thing. So find us in all the places, and we'd love to have you be part of our community. All right. Ooh, Edie in the house, saying hello. Nice. My mom's in here saying happy TNFS Alexis Premiere Edition, right? Thanks, Mom. And Erin's in here saying you got this. Thank you. Thank you for all your support, you guys. It means the world to me. I'm just so grateful to have you here. I do want to tell you that in the coming weeks, I have some really fun people coming to be guest co-hosts. So it's not going to always just be me, but I wanted to do this first one all by myself just so I could feel like I got this and also get a feel for what it might look like. So yay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our very first topic that we're talking about today, and that is, what does it mean to feel beautiful in your skin? So for those of you who are here live, and honestly, if you're watching this on the recording, put it in the chat or put it in the comments. What does it mean to feel beautiful in your skin? What does that mean to you? So share. This show is not just about me telling you what I think. I want to hear what you think. So what does it mean to you to feel beautiful in your skin? The reason I'm bringing this up is because June is Feel Beautiful in Your Skin month. Now, I mean, that's cool and all. And at the same time, I mean, I feel like, there's so many of these months. We always joke about that in our walking classes. And you know that it's some skincare company that wants you to buy their skincare line so you feel beautiful in your skin, right? So nice. What does it mean to you to feel beautiful in your skin? The biggest thing to me that I would hope that you do as far as feeling beautiful in your skin, honestly, is to speak kindly to yourself. Change is inevitable, and when you look at the way that you look as your worth, then you are setting yourself up for suffering, for sure, because it's going to change over time. So just speaking to yourself kindly all the time and doing your best with that. So sometimes it might not be that easy to speak to yourself kindly. So noticing when you're not speaking to yourself kindly, and then even just setting the intention to speak to yourself kindly can be a really, really powerful thing. So that to me is the first thing that you can do. Nice. All right, look at all this going on in the chat. Michelle is here supporting my solo performance. Thank you. Mom's here and she says that feeling confident wherever and whenever. Yeah, exactly. Trainer Kathy in the house saying love and grace. Yes, that's what it means to you to feel beautiful in your skin. And Jenny says hi. Hi, Jenny. All right. Another thing that I just want to mention with this, there's a lot of things you can do to help you to feel more beautiful in your skin. And this is really, I'm going to bring this up later with the announcements to talk about our upcoming walking challenge, which is Walk It Like You Own It. But that's really what that entire walking challenge is all about, is helping you to own it and helping you to actually feel beautiful in your skin, whatever your skin might look like. And I'm not just talking about like your skin, I'm talking about your entire being and the way that you feel about yourself and your appearance and your body and the whole shebang, right? Michelle says, feeling comfortable with myself. You're not working today, so you didn't put on makeup and you were totally okay going out in public. Beautiful. That's amazing. Exactly. It's like you feel that you're confident just in your regular natural appearance, that you don't have to do anything in order to feel worthy of showing up or able to show up in public. And I feel like it's so huge. It really is. One thing I want to mention that is certainly up in my world is wearing clothes that actually fit your body now. And I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of times in my life where I've had clothes that maybe used to fit. And so I have a goal in my head that I want that to fit again. Or maybe I buy it and it never even fit me. And it's a goal to be able to fit into that thing. That is sort of the opposite mentality of what we're talking about here. So really honoring your body the way it is now, and allowing yourself to show up and be seen exactly as it is now without needing it to change in order for it to be acceptable in some way. Nice. Jenny is celebrating you, Michelle, and not wearing makeup today. Awesome. One thing that's really helped me with this is mirror work. So actually looking in the mirror, and even as I'm doing this right now, I can see my reflection right now. So looking in the mirror and actually allowing myself to see myself with the eyes of love. That doesn't mean I always love every little piece of everything that I see, but I really have this intention of seeing myself and sending loving energy, especially toward parts that I find it challenging to love. So that is something I would encourage you to try, especially if you've never tried it before. And it's really about reclaiming parts that you may have disowned. Another piece that goes along with this is anyone who makes you feel any other way than this, do your best to separate yourself from that person. For me, that's mostly on social media. So if there's someone on social media that it's maybe not their fault, but when you see their posts or whatever, it makes you feel bad about yourself, unfollow. Or if you hear messages from someone, it doesn't even have to be like their picture. It might be that the way that they encourage people or the whatever, their vibe is shaming you in some way, unfollow. I honestly recently had to do this with somebody I had previously considered to be a professional mentor and somebody I really, admired and respected, but this person was explicitly body shaming me, and I was just like, okay, bye. So, Jenny is in here saying you've given up on worrying about what size something is. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like letting go of your worth in any way being tied to the number on the tag, right? And especially these days, it seems so weird. I don't know if you're experiencing this, but for me, I could wear the range of sizes that I might be the one that fits. It's huge. It could be anywhere. So it's not really about the number of the size or if I'm a small, medium, large, whatever else it might be, right? Um, nice. Erin's with you, Jenny. She says that she agrees. Carol's in here saying hello. Hello. Mom says when you were a kid that shoe size was included in this. Oh wow. If it was greater than a size 5, you're considered out of it because if you had big feet. Wow. Wow, that's wild. Other pieces just to mention with this is I really encourage you to move for a sense of joy and love for your body rather than punishing it. And honestly, to connect to a sense of sensuality. And when I say that, it could mean sexuality, but that's not really what I mean by it. What I mean by it is really connecting with your senses and that you're experiencing joy of being in your body because you're experiencing the joy of your senses. It's not about what you look like or what size you are. It's about your experience of being in a body. So that means that you're experiencing smells, you're experiencing feelings on your skin. It might be temperature, it might be soft fabric, it might mean that tastes, it could mean anything that's a sense pleasure, that you're allowing yourself to experience that through your body in gratitude for your body without your body needing to look a certain way in order for you to do that. And the biggest tip I have around this, honestly, is to surround yourself with people who affirm you and who support you and who hold this mentality also. So for me, that has been the biggest blessing of our community at the Next Fitness thing, is really having all of us have a place to get together and to support one another in holding this kind of mentality and this vision, and to make it so that we can affirm one another and we can remind each other about what's important, and that we can really lift each other up when it is a struggle, because especially in our culture, it really can be a struggle to be able to hold this vision. So yeah, oh, I see the hearts popping off in here. Awesome. Yeah, I love you guys. Ah, nice. Kathy's shouting out ecstatic dance. Yeah, so it's like the joy of moving your body without worrying about what the dance looks like. It's the experience of doing the dance, right? Yeah. And that's sort of a metaphor for your whole life, right? It's like the dance of life. I love that mentality. RD Sharon B's in here saying, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. All right. So if this is something that means something to you, if this is a topic that you feel passionate about, if this is something you'd like to have more discourse around, I honestly encourage you to join our walking challenge. It starts on Monday, the Walk It Like You Own It challenge. I'll give you more details on that later, but I'm just letting you know that that's what this whole thing is about. It's a 3-week challenge that's about walking it like you own it and really feeling that you're in your body and owning your worth, really. Yeah. Nice. Kathy says that in her wellness walk, you're talking about doing a senses walk. Beautiful. I love that idea so much. All right, let's go to our next section. We are going to the mailbag. So thank you to those of you who have submitted mailbag questions. We got a few this week, so I'm really excited to dive into the mailbag with you and answer your questions to the best of my ability. And again, those of you in the chat, I am so excited to hear what you have to say too. So here is today's mailbag question. It is coming in from Donna D. The question is, why is foam rolling so painful for some people and comforting to others? This is a great question. This is a really, thank you for this question, Donna D. I would love to hear from you, those of you who are here, whether you're here live or even in the comments. How do you experience foam rolling? Is it something that you enjoy? Is it something that feels good to you? Or is foam rolling something that maybe you dread? And is it something that you find painful? And no judgment from me either way. I would really just like to hear what your experience of it is. For me, I honestly love foam rolling. It feels so good. It feels like a massage where I get to direct the massage. And I don't know about you, but sometimes when I get a massage, I feel like I want to be able to redirect the person's hand and be like, no, right there. And so with foam rolling, it's like a massage where I have the control of putting it wherever I need it to go. And it's so much easier for it to be satisfying to me in that way. So foam rolling for me is great. All right, here the chat's going off on this question. Okay, you guys like this one. Okay, so Megan says some of us like that foam rolling pain. Yes. Okay, so that's one of my answers to this question is what someone might consider painful, one person, another person might consider pleasurable. To some extent, there may be a difference in their nervous system response. So there may be that one person's brain is wired to receive that sensation as danger, where another person's brain is wired to receive that sensation as safety. So that could be part of it. And there's another part of me that wants to say, like, pain, some would say pain is an opinion, and there's that too. But I can't say that I've experienced foam rolling from anyone else's body. I certainly have not. And I do, just in working with a lot of people and being with them as they foam roll, I do believe that different people have different actual experiences of it. So that's really what I kind of want to talk about. Don D's in here saying, painful. Nice. Jenny says it's so painful for me. I hate it and it feels like torture. Right. And that's like not my experience at all. Where Megan says massages feel like torture for me and you'd rather foam roll. Yeah, I hear that. I do. Kathy says I love foam rolling, but I need to find the right one for me and there's so many varieties. Right. So that's perfect. That brings up this next thing is honestly which foam roller you're using can make a huge difference and that not everyone should use the same roller. So there are rollers all the way from super, super squishy up to I just like to roll on a straight up PVC pipe, and that one's me. So I literally will foam roll like with my water bottle. It's not soft at all and it feels good to me. But other people like having a really squishy roller might be the best solution for you. So if you hate foam rolling or you feel like it hurts so bad, maybe try a squishier foam roller. That would be one thing I would suggest. Another thing to say here is that inflammation and muscle tension will amplify pain. So if you are experiencing the rolling as super painful, it may be an indication that you want to look at inflammation, and that may be of that local area and it might be systemic inflammation. So I would encourage you, if you do experience extreme pain, that inflammation might actually be what's going on. And it might be muscle tension. Like it could be that you're just so tight right there that when you go to roll, and I know that I've been like that with my quads and glutes before, where it's like, ah, or my calves too, where you, as soon as you get on there, you're like, woo, it's just so tight. So again, and if that's the case, honestly, the softer roller might be a good answer. Okay. The other thing is that sometimes it could be that you're dehydrated, and that might actually be part of it too. So just saying, if this is always your experience that it always kills, maybe you always have systemic inflammation, but I hope you're not always dehydrated. Anyway, but the thing to say with this too is that the pain is not what makes it effective. It's not about making you be in pain in order to make it better. That's not the point. So honestly, gentler sometimes is better. And sometimes you might consider another tool that might have the same idea, but it's not the same tool. So rather than getting a giant foam roller, you might want to get a stick. It literally looks like a rolling pin, and maybe you just use a rolling pin, like for cookies, rolling pin. And you can rolling pin on that part of your body with as much tension as you're up for. And they do make fitness versions if you want one. But like, it doesn't have to be that you put your full body weight on it, because it might be that your body weight, everybody's body weight is different too compared to how much muscle tension they have. So if you have not that much muscle tension and a lot of body weight, or vice versa, you're gonna have a very different experience. The other thing I want to say about this is, okay, foam rolling is self-myofascial release. So there is a muscular release that can happen as the result of foam rolling, and myofascial indicates that this is a fascial modality. That means your fascia isn't the same as your muscle. The fascia is like the marbling in the meat. The fascia is like the connective stuff and the liquid that goes in between the muscles and around the muscles and all of that kind of stuff. So just saying, it may be that you have some issues in your fascia. It might not even have to do with muscle tension. And making sure your fascia is nice and liquid can be something that you might work well for you. So with that, one thing I'll say is vibration can be really, really helpful with that. So it might not be that foam rolling where you're putting the pressure is the best idea for you. Maybe what you need is one of those little vibrating devices like my mom and I both have like a vibrating ball where you can put weight on it or not. So maybe you have a vibrating pillow. They have the massage gun. That one's really intense, but the ball is much gentler. And there's a lot of other these vibrating devices too, where that's could help you to liquefy the fascia and it does release the muscle too, but you don't have to put so much weight on it. So it's less likely to hurt. For me, it makes me itch sometimes, honestly. Okay, what else is going up? Michelle says, I permanently broke up with your spiky foam roller. Right. Yeah. Some people are like full on sadists with the foam roller and they love the spikes and they're like, yeah, right. I mean, that's definitely a thing. Michelle says, foam rolling's painful where I need it the most. And so remembering that helps you tolerate it more. That's a good attitude. That's a good attitude. Erin says she has a vibrating foam roller and it's awesome. I love the vibrating roller, honestly. I really love it. RD Sharon B says, I love the class format with stretching first and then foam rolling or foam rolling then stretching. Awesome. That's great feedback. I may even change Saturday's schedule tomorrow to put that in. We've been doing strength and stretch, but I'm thinking maybe it's stretch and foam roll tomorrow. Nice. All right. I love it. Okay. So one other thing to mention with foam rolling, and I know that most of you who are taking this class who've taken foam rolling with me, you've already heard me say this, but I'm just going to say it for the people in the back. Okay. If it hurts, don't do it. If it hurts, your body is telling you, don't do it. It might be you're rolling in a place that doesn't want to roll. Like you shouldn't roll on your kneecaps. You shouldn't roll on bones, really. You're supposed to roll on, muscles and connective tissue. So it might be you're rolling in a place that doesn't want you to roll there. Trust your body. You should trust your body more than you trust me, more than you trust anybody else telling you anything. You know the best. All right, what else? Carol's saying, I think mine is too hard and too long. It takes me a long time to find a way to make it beneficial. You have to shop around. Yeah, good idea. Okay, so thank you for that mailbag question. That was a great question. Keep the mailbag questions coming, please. It really helps to have them, and I love answering your questions. And also, when we're having guests and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be great to be able to have more people's perspective on here too. Kathy's saying that you use your yoga wheel to roll your spine. I love doing that. Good reminder, Kathy. So if you'd like to send a mailbag question, you can send it to tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. All right. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Moving on, it is time for the stretch break. So we just talked about all the foam rolling and now we get a stretch break. So let's do it. Our stretch break is brought to you by Kathy. Yay, Kathy is here in the chat. She's one of our trainers and she's going to be our co-host for next week. Yay, Kathy. So this stretch break is shoulder rolls. I really encourage you to do this right now, no matter if you're standing or seated or whatever you might be doing. Let's shoulder roll. So bring your shoulders up to your ears, bring them back and down, and even bring your shoulders forward. And let's do it again. It goes up and back and down and forward. Good job. Maybe one more time. Awesome. We generally like to go both ways, so let's go the other way. Bring your shoulders back and up and forward and down. Good job. A couple more times. Roll your shoulders. Woo. Last one. Nice. Now shake them out a little bit. The shoulder roll is really powerful for shoulder mobility. It's also a good way to release your neck. So if you find that your neck is tight or that you get neck pain, rolling your shoulders out can help to release that. And in that version of the shoulder roll, I love it because it doesn't actually ask for you to bring your arm into flexion or extension or anything like that. It's readily available without, even if you have a tight shirt on or jacket, and even if you might have issues in your shoulder mobility, you may be able to do the shoulder roll anyway. So, it's a really good one to do all throughout the day, and I hope you did that with me. Nice. Donna D says, you're glad that you asked the question. You thought it was only you for the foam rolling. Yeah, I'm glad you asked it too because it's good for you to know that it's not just you, and it's definitely not just you that feels like that about that. Um, Michelle says shoulder rolls are the best. You always up making happy sigh noises. Nice. Nice, nice. Kathy says you love it. Well, obviously, I could see it. Wait, let me put Kathy's face on here again. Look how much Kathy loves it. Kathy loves it. So loves it. Kathy loves everything, though. I love Kathy's attitude, seriously. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your stretch break. And now we're going to turn it up a little notch and bring it up to the move of the week. So here is the move of the week. Let's do it. The move of the week today is brought to you by Rosie, and this is a step up. Not only is it a step up, it's a side step up. Now, I love that Rosie in this picture used a very moderate size step. This is something you could do with anything, all the way from no step at all to a little, maybe a curb, maybe a one step of your stairs. If you need to hold on to a banister or something in order to do this, then I would encourage you to go ahead and hold on. And this move is awesome for quads and glutes and also for balance. And that's why I really like that Rosie did this one sideways, because it's helping you to balance sideways. To step up and balance at the top is going to help you to be able to not only balance from side to side, but also to control lateral forces. Controlling lateral forces is one of the most important things for your body to know how to do. Both so you don't fall over, yeah, but also if you have knee issues, Aaron's like laughing at this right now because Aaron's like, I do these on a Bosu ball and PT. I'm sure you do. Because Aaron and I are always laughing about glute medius basically being the answer to everything when you have to go to physical therapy. They're like, oh, you hurt your pinky? Better train glute medius. So this kind of step up is activation of glute medius. This is asking for your side. Glute medius is the side of your glute. It's the part of your glute that makes it look nice and round on the side, but it's also the part of your glute that helps you balance from side to side. So if your glute medius doesn't do its job, your knees cave in toward the center and you end up with a knee injury, and a series of other things can go along with that. So training glute medius to actually do its job is a great way to protect your knees and your lower back and your hips and your feet and your ankles and your pinkies. I don't know about pinkies, but maybe. Nice. Aaron says 1,000% true. Yeah. I think you might be saying that's true because Kathy said, Aaron, that has to be challenging to do them on the Bosu ball. Yeah, let's look at this again. Have you guys seen a Bosu ball? Do you do it with the flat side up or the flat side down? Imagine a Bosu ball instead. All right, I want to point out a couple of good form tips here. One is notice that Rosie's heel is down on her standing leg, the one that's on the step. The heel is down all the time. That heel never comes up. That's crucial. That helps you to be able to push your heel down, and when your heel pushes down, it fires your glute. All right, I could go deep in the weeds with this one, but I love Rosie's posture here, keeping her chest up too. If you need to hold on to something, do it. Flat side down, got it, on the Bosu. Yeah, that's the official way to do everything on the Bosu, apparently. Even though Bosu means both sides up. Okay, that's our move of the week. I hope you did both sides. If you didn't do it yet, then I would encourage you to find somewhere maybe inside your house, like one step on your stairs, or maybe it's your front porch or the curb outside, somewhere where find a spot you can do at least 10 on each side. See how it goes. Okay, so that brings us to announcements time. All right. Edie says this may hurt your knees. Yeah, okay. Wait. Before we get to announcements, let me address that. If it hurts, first of all, don't do it. Second of all, the way to keep that move from hurting your knees is to sit back more. So if you notice that your knee caves in, see how there's this little cave in happening right here? That's what could hurt your knees. So you want to pull your knee out and that'll protect it. And also stick your butt out in the back a lot. Stick your butt out a lot. Stick your butt out more than you even think you're supposed to. And that also keeps you from hurting your knees. So try it on a really small step first, or try it on no elevated surface, just straight up on the ground first and work your way up. Hope that helps. Okay. Now, what's Megan saying? You like push-ups with the round side down on your bow shoe? Oh, that's hardcore, Megan. What? I want to see that. Come to my class and put the camera on for that. I definitely want to see that. All right. So guess what? We have some exciting announcements. At least I'm super excited about these announcements. So, okay. First exciting announcement is, boom, International Yoga Day. So International Yoga Day is June 21st every year. It's always on the summer solstice. And so we are teaming up on International Yoga Day. It's going to be all of your TNFT yoga instructors together. So Kathy and me and Casey are all teaching this class together. It's totally free. So if anybody's watching this, if you're not a member of the Next Fitness Thing, you can come to this. We're going to do it live on YouTube. So it is on our class schedule, and you can sign up at thenextfitnessthing.com/international yoga day. In fact, please do. And not only is it going to be on our schedule, we will also broadcast it on YouTube so that our YouTube crew can also join in this. So this is going to be really fun. It's going to be a great class. You'll get a little bit of like 3 different flavors. It's going to be like Neapolitan yoga. You get 3 different flavors of yoga in one class. It'll be 45 minutes long. I'm calling it a vinyasa flow because we will flow from one move to the other, but it's definitely an all levels class, and we are going to make this class so that it's not like crazy hard or anything. So definitely come. 8 a.m. Pacific, Saturday, June 21st. Nice. Aaron already signed up. Awesome. And RD Sharon B says, invite friends. Yes, please invite friends. This class is completely free. Please invite your friends. All right. Now this announcement goes to our next announcement, which is our 30 days of yoga poses challenge. Now this challenge starts on International Yoga Day. This challenge is free. It's free. You can join this challenge and you don't have to pay anything for it. The basics of this challenge are 1 yoga pose a day. So especially for those of you who are like, I don't know about yoga, that's okay. It's only 1 yoga pose a day. You can think of it as a stretch if you want to. We have a scorecard of the yoga poses for each day. We will also post the video of the yoga pose each day so that you can follow along with the day's pose. And then the way that you join this challenge is for you to do the pose of the day every day. So you do the pose of the day. If you want to enter to win, you can, and you post the pose of the day publicly and tag us at the Next Fitness Thing. At the end of the 30 days, you submit your scorecard, and whoever has done the most of the 30 poses wins, and they win a free one-on-one yoga session with one of our yoga trainers. If there's a tie, then we draw randomly between the people who have the most points. Okay, Donna D says you love it. Awesome. And what else? Michelle says you're going to miss International Yoga Day class. No worries, it will be recorded. So if you're going to miss the class live, that's totally fine. You can take it and record it. Kathy says you're so excited for this challenge. Me too. I'm so excited for this challenge. And Michelle says, sounds like a fun challenge. Good. Yeah, this is kind of like, it's summer. This is a good one. It doesn't give you a huge time commitment or anything like that. It's like post the one pose and get it up there. All right, so that is our fun announcement. Both the International Yoga Day class and also the 30 Days of Yoga Poses Challenge. Now, that said, that brings me into the Walk It Like You Own It challenge. Now, this one starts on Monday. We talked about this a little bit earlier. June is Beautiful in Your Skin Month, and this challenge is in honor of June being Beautiful in Your Skin Month. So I encourage you to sign up at thenextfitnessthing.com/ownit. This is a 4-day-a-week, 3-week challenge. Mary Beth is teaching this challenge. So if you love Mary Beth's class, sign up for this challenge and you can take her class. She's teaching it live. It is offered twice a day live, plus replays are available, of course. And it's going to be awesome. Every single day of this challenge is a different thing. Own your blank. Own your this, own your that, own your this, own your that. You also have a chance to win a free session, one-on-one private training in this challenge as well. And yes, I think that I'm really excited for this challenge, and I encourage you to sign up if you have not already. All right, moving on. What else we got? Oh, music is the next question. Yes. So in this challenge, the other thing you should know about this challenge is we are bringing back the cardio pace planner. Right now, the cardio pace planner, which is like the video and music that shows on the screen while you take a walking class, is only for challenges. So you may have noticed in the past couple weeks in walking classes, we have not been in challenge classes and we have not had the cardio pace planner, but we're bringing it back for this. So if you want to check it out, be there. Nice. Carol's in the chat saying, I could probably manage 1 pose a day. Nice. Awesome. Love it, Carol. Okay. Next coming up is the walking book club. Now this is a few weeks away still. It's on June 22nd, which is a Sunday. This is actually the day after the International Yoga Day class. It's the next day on Sunday. And I'm leading the book club this time. It's my first time ever leading the book club. I have been really wanting to share this book with you guys. I always talk about this book in class. I've been talking about this book in class for years. So it feels like a really great opportunity to be able to share this book and actually have everyone read it and talk about it. It's called Born to Run. It is a great book. It's technically nonfiction, but there's a narrative that goes through the book. So it feels like you're still getting a story that takes you through. So it feels kind of still like a fiction book, even though it's a true story. Warning, it might make you want to run, but this is a walking book club, so you will not be expected to run. I encourage you to get the book and start reading or listening to it on audiobook or whatever you like to do right away. I just started it again, I believe for the 3rd time this week, so that I'm fresh for the book club, and I still love this book. I absolutely love it. All right. Moving on, it is time for Freebie Friday. All right, let's do it. Freebie Friday. Our Freebie Friday wheel is here. Let's go. Here it is. We spin. Ooh, and the winner is Trainer Kathy. Awesome. So the way you can win Freebie Friday is comment on a YouTube video. And everyone's eligible to win. The only people not eligible to win are me and Natalie, who's providing the prizes. So everybody else can win. Congratulations, Kathy. And if you would like to be entered to win for Freebie Friday, the prize is awesome. Next week, we will go and comment on a YouTube video on our channel. It doesn't have to be this week's video. You can comment on any YouTube video that's on our channel ever. And if you leave the comment anytime between right now and next Thursday night, then you're entered to win. So please enter. Go for it. All right. So everybody's cheering you on. Kathy says, what? OMG, right? Aaron just checked the book out from Libby. And Michelle is, the book making you want to run. I know. Sometimes wanting to run can be frustrating. I totally hear you. Okay, and to close up the show today, we have one more topic today. And this is the topic. This is a topic that's fresh in my mind right now. So here's the topic, and it is Oregano, it's a food. Our food of the week this week is oregano. Now, I would love to know from you, how do you like oregano? Where do you use it? In what way do you use it? Is this something that you just use as a spice? Do you use it as a medicine? What is your relationship to oregano? Meanwhile, Lisa B's in the chat saying, I have it. It's a very good book. You just can't run. No worries. You don't need to be able to run. It's a walking book club. And honestly, you don't even need to be able to walk. We're just going to talk. There's so much to learn from that book. So it's a good thing to be able to join and to be in the conversation. And a lot of us can't run. I don't run either. All right. So let's talk about oregano. Oregano is amazing. Seriously, oregano is amazing. If you are not aware of the power of oregano, I really, really am so glad that I have this opportunity to share it with you. So, for one thing, the word oregano comes from ancient Greece. So, it says basically it means joy of the mountain in ancient Greek. That's where the name of it come from. And this herb is associated with Aphrodite because it was believed to bring happiness and protection. Now, yes, protection is real. This is not just a spice. Oregano is so much more than a spice. Yes, it makes your pasta taste delicious, right? I mean, yeah. And it is also antimicrobial, it's antifungal, it's antiviral, it's antibacterial. It's such a powerful medicine. So, oregano is super powerful. I recently discovered it's growing in my garden and I didn't even plant it. It just came with the house. It's growing prolifically. So I was so excited to figure out that that was oregano. Um, Historically, it's been used to treat respiratory infections. In World War II, when they didn't have enough antibiotics, they would use oregano instead because it is so, so powerful. It's anti-inflammatory. It has more antioxidants in it than blueberries. It's used as a cold remedy, as a flu remedy. It can be a remedy for candida. It can be a remedy for fungal infection, even for something like athlete's foot. Um, and a lot of people just like to put in their pasta sauce, right? You can make tea out of it. I'd be curious if you have a delicious oregano tea. I've tried it. It's fine, but it's I didn't find it like I don't know, savory tea is a little weird for me. You can use it as a tincture. Oregano oil, like the essential oil, is super powerful. So I want to give you a little disclaimer from this. Oregano oil is very, very strong. You have to dilute it. You can also take oregano oil as a capsule, but if you're taking other medication, you should check with your doctor on that because it can interfere with other things because it's really, really strong. It says like everywhere, if you're pregnant or if you have a bleeding disorder, you shouldn't take it. So just saying. But that said, oregano is so strong it can literally like burn your skin. I was last week, the reason this is what made me want to do this today, oregano. I was at a natural food grocery store and it was one of those ones where they have all the essential oils kind of out. And I have a spot on my shoulder that's like skin cancer. And I'm not giving this as advice for anyone else, but I was told to put oregano oil on it and to try that as a treatment. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to try it. So I took the oregano oil at the counter, and at my house, I've been putting the oregano oil right on it, no big deal. But I think the oregano oil at my house might be kind of old. So I put the oregano oil from the grocery store on my shoulder, and it like dripped, and I could feel it burn like so strong. So it's very powerful. Be careful with it. Um, you could also use oregano oil as a face steam if you have congestion. But again, very powerful. So be careful with it. But strong medicine. And if you don't know about oregano, now you know. All right, let's see what we got going on. Donna D says it's perennial and grows wild. Awesome. That's exciting. I don't have to like really care for it. It's just going to keep coming back. That's awesome. Donna D also says it's good for bladder infections. Interesting. Interesting. Nice. Donna D also says it's in Italian and Greek cooking. Yes, I also was reading that it's in Mediterranean cooking, Middle Eastern cooking. It's like really widely, it makes sense. It's such a strong medicine. Kathy loves oregano. You've removed skin tags with it? Whoa, that's interesting. Mom says she uses it for congestion. Ah, Kathy used a Q-tip. That's what to do. Yeah, lesson learned. Lesson learned. I also went to a party smelling like oregano after that, so lesson definitely learned. Carol says that you have used it lots in cooking and dried it as a spice. You have some growing in your yard and that you clip it and bring it in to use it fresh. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, so that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for everybody who's in the chat. There's like 20 people watching this live right now. Yeah. All right. Okay, I just want to say, if you want to be part of the Next Fitness Thing, go to thenextfitnessthing.com. Also, we have an app in the App Store. You can search the Next Fitness Thing and find our app. And you can find us on Facebook. If you search the Next Fitness Thing, you'll find our Facebook group. The group is really what you want to be in. There's the page, but you want to find the group. And we're on Instagram at the Next Fitness Thing as well. All right. Next week, Kathy is going to be here co-hosting with me. So yay. I can't wait to have a co-host. That's going to be exciting. And just thank you all. Thank you all for all your support. Thank you for everything. And I love our community so much. All right, let's do this thing. Let's see if I can get all the things going at the same time. Mom says greatest show ever. Well, thanks for your support, Mom. You're always my #1 fan. All right, let's do this. Let's see if I can push play on all the things. I can do it. I can do it. All right. And I'm just going to say, in the spirit of Mary Beth, I'm giving you a high five on the way out. Let's go. Well, bam, there it is.